have two different platforms that normally we deal with. We'll deal with our workouts at home, which normally we deal with through a device or a computer, and then during the day we all carry our phones around. So I have two things up on the screen right now. The first one on the right, I'm going to start with. This is Beachbody On Demand, which of course you can get through your browser on your phone. I'm using my home computer right now to kind of show you on a bigger screen. So one of the questions was, where do I go? Where are my workouts? And how do I figure out the challenges in the meal plans? So great question. Most of you that are starting out, I'm having you start in the 21-day fix. So as you log into Beachbody On Demand, and you would log in with the username and password that you created when you made your account, you will then get into what is Beachbody On Demand. You'll go to the Workouts tab, and there, if you don't know what you wanted to do, or if you wanted to take a dabble around, you do have this, identifier here of program intensity, how long you want to work out, and all of that. And based upon your answers, it will give you suggested workouts to go for. For this tutorial, I'm going to go find down to 21-day fix. So you will hit this one. When you get in here, you will see an overview, a workout list, and programs material. So for instance, let's talk about total body cardio fix, this first one. What the heck is it? It's 30 minutes. I don't know what that means. So you'll just hit details here, and it'll say a little description, and it'll tell you what you need. Also, if we were to push play right now, they do a kind of a moderate intro on exactly what you'll need for this program in the beginning. So if you didn't have time or you forgot to check there, they will let you know. Another question, because I had said in one of our previous chats, to make sure you have your space ready for when you're ready to go. Normally I start challenges on Monday. This individual wanted to start on a different day. Totally cool. All my suggestion is to make sure that your technology, your space, which you have a mat, you have the required workout equipment. Again, if you're going to try PiYo, I've promoted PiYo. I love PiYo. You don't need anything but a mat. So if you're someone that doesn't have equipment yet and you want to do something without equipment, I would suggest PiYo. I would suggest yoga. And there are some other high-end cardios that we could get you into, but just let me know what you've got, and don't worry about it. I've gradually increased things as I could. I didn't have everything that I have right now when I started. So you will then just push play, and you would do your workout here. Now, if you go under program materials, this is where you find your meal plan. This is where you find out more about your containers. This is where you find out what's going on with you and where we need to go. So there's a start here, which you could totally do, and it walks you through the entire program and the workout calendar. Now, I made us a workout calendar, or you could use this. It all pretty much follows the same. So, guys, when you say to me, oh my gosh, I just did Dirty 30, it's crazy, and I go to you, really? It's Wednesday. It's because I got this thing memorized. So, I'm all about you trying the different programs and mixing them up, as long as you're listening to your body, as long as you're making sure your form is correct, as long as you are, really putting in those rest days when they're allocated. So for instance, if we're looking at this calendar right here, rest days, working rest days on 21-day fix, because there is no really true rest day, is yoga, and they consider the Pilates day a rest day. So if you were to start on a Monday, just saying for easy purposes, that would mean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday would be a rest day, and Sunday would be active rest days. Some of the other programs that are a little bit more intense, and I know when I say that, I don't mean that this program is not intense. It is extremely intense. There are always a modifier, which can help you kick it down a little. There's a middle of the road, and there's a high end. So you just go and do what you got to do until you get the results that you want. So there's the workout calendar. There is also in every single program materials, under every single workout program, there is a way to figure out what your caloric intake target should be for each program. So for this one, you would put your weight, you would do the math, and you would figure out your plan. Now, based upon this plan will be based upon how many of these containers you can have in a day. Now, you can do this all manually, and there's tons of things here to show you, and they give you examples and ideas on how to plan your meals. It's all super great. I'm going to show you, this is the paper way, and I'm going to show you the electronic way for when you're on the go. So moving down, transformation tracker, huge. You need to do this. This isn't like I think I'm going to skip it. No, you need to do this. You need to take your measurements right now before you start. If you're starting tonight, it's all right if you already did your workout. Just do them today. Do your measurements today, because when we get done, a lot of times the scale doesn't always tell us or show us what we want to see, but these measurements are really what matter, you guys, because muscle's heavier than fat. You've heard that before, and you're going to start seeing things fit differently. I might not lose weight anymore, but things are still changing for my body type in a positive way. So you have to keep tracking, because success leaves clues. So we want to be able to see where we might have fell short, if that happens, or what's not working, so we can tweak it. But if you're not recording it, if you're not tracking it, jeepers, it's like starting all over every single time, and that can be frustrating. So I don't want you to have that experience. And then that's that on her. Okay. Now, when you go back underneath that same program materials, you will find that there are tally sheets, and you can go in all this. You'll find there's different calendars, questions, there's music playlists. So there's a whole bunch of stuff under program materials. And again, that's for every single workout. So moving over here on to this picture here, this is just a snapshot of my phone. These are actually 4 apps that I highly recommend that you download from your app store. So the first one here is your My Challenge Tracker. That is your personal tracker for our accountability. This is where I can see, only me, if you're logging in, if you've logged anything. I can't see your measurements. I don't see your before pictures, which I'm going to get into that too. You have to take before pictures, because let me just tell you, if I didn't take before pictures, would anybody believe me right now, 10 months later, that was me and this is me now? If I didn't have something to people need to see things. So it's not necessarily that you're going to get into this coaching thing like me, but you yourself might not think the scale's not moving. Nothing's working, Erica. This isn't working for me. Oh yeah, well let me see your before picture and let me see your after picture. Because I tell you, even after a 21-day program, you will see results if you follow the meal plan and you stick to the workouts. No doubt about it. So that's what the My Challenger app is. I sent you an email. So if you didn't see it or you don't have it, check your junk mail or let me know and I can resend it. That is for you to get into the My Challenge app. The next one is Beachbody On Demand. Why should you have this on your phone? Because if you're someplace and you're not on your computer, you can get all your workouts. You can get this entire thing over here I just showed you on a web page right on your phone. And also there's so many things in Beachbody On Demand. And let me just go back over here for a second. So another way other than workouts, there are blogs, there's a cooking show, there are other little programs that you can pop in. There's 10-minute workouts, there's talks with the super trainers, there's more on the containers if you need more help with what's on what can go in them, what's good sugar, good carbs, bad carbs, healthy fats, all that stuff. So that's another reason why it's really good to have that there in case you have some downtime and you can take a peek. It's right at your fingertip. Beachbody support is pretty great too. If something comes up where you need to change your shake order or you're interested in purchasing something more, that's a good way to get in very quick without having to go through, 3 different screen loads through a website. And then the final app that you need to download is 21 Day Fix, because it is an electronic version of that tally sheet that I went over quickly, and it will show you an electronic version of everything there. So you'll be able to punch in your waters. And what you'll do in the beginning is you'll set up like your weight, all of your measurements can go in there, everything. So it's another way for you to stay accountable to your eating. So if you have, one day you get on the scale and you're like, woo, I'm doing great. I lost 4 pounds. And then you get on the next day and you're like, oh crap, I'm up 6 pounds. How the hell did that happen? Well, we'll look back and check and see, well, what'd you eat the day before? What happened? Maybe it's, a cycle month. Maybe there's something going on. But, again, success leaves clues. We need you to track. I track every day. And the reason for it is so that I can see what's going on. If something weird starts happening, I want to know what the heck I did yesterday. Because if you have a busy life, and I know you do, you don't even know what you did this morning, let alone what you ate. So it's really good to just take a couple minutes every time you pop something in your mouth, pull out the tracker, and it's very, very easy, very user-friendly. So let me just check my list here to make sure I got everything. As far as staying accountable, again, that's the app. And I think I hit everything. So if anything else comes up that I did not cover in this quick video, please let me know, and I would love to address it. Have a great night.